Got something I want to talk about tonight. Let me take that out. So I got something I want to talk about tonight. And I want to talk about this tonight because um, there is a perspective that individuals have. And I got to shine some light on this perspective. So, welcome to the machine. WLEW Law Talk Radio, 98.3.com FM. I'm your host, Chris One Radio Group, broadcasting live from Todd Smith Studios. Welcome to the show. This is Thursday, the 24th of September. And I want to talk about child support. I want to talk about child support because no antics tonight. This is just straight raw, no antics. A lot of you people, you come across my literature and you watch me. You come up with a narrative. You come up with a perspective. How could I incorporate this guy to what I need? You do. How can I incorporate this guy to help me achieve my goal? The problem with a lot of you guys is your goal and the operations of this business is not the same. You see, I make it my business to help fathers. And I make it my business to help fathers and make sure fathers are strong. I make sure fathers can go in court and be absence of any anxiety or fear. So I give you information to eliminate anxiety and fear. I need y'all to follow me. People, I have a narrative. I have a perspective. I'd rather go to jail when you're wrong. I'd rather go to jail so I can put myself in a position to sue you for $10,000 for every minute that I am in prison, as opposed to not going at all. A lot of you navigate yourselves through life, and what you do is you're buying into the fears that people impose upon you. And because you buy into those fears, yeah, you do. You buy them. Yeah, you do. Shut up. You buy those fears. Y'all buying. Y'all buying. Y'all are buying. Y'all are buying into these things at a. They telling y'all $5, and y'all like, I'll give y'all 1,000. And you're doing this because that is what is expected. It's expected to you to be scared. Yeah, they want you to be a bitch. Yeah, that's what they want. And you guys, you just dive into that narrative. You dive into that perspective of being scared. I'm here to tell you that even if you go to court for contempt of child support, you can go into the courtroom grabbing your balls. You got to know the law. I don't know how many times I got to tell y'all, for every law, there's a law that counters it. There isn't a law out there. Why you think white rich people get off like they do? They pay to get exposure to these laws that counter the law in which is about to get them in a jam. I know these laws, but I choose to see to it that only fathers get this information so they can execute it. So let me help you understand what I mean by what I just said. People, if your child moved away and you didn't know, that's because you're not a father. You're not a father. I don't know what you think you are, but you're not a father. I don't know. I don't know what narrative you're on. I don't know how your heart beat. You're not a father. How many of you guys can show me a photo of your daughters or your sons or your kids' birth certificate? You don't even have it. I probably, in the 20 plus years I've been doing this, I probably met 2 people that had their kids' social security card. When you ask everybody else, it's she won't let me. She won't. Y'all give these individuals power. You're the father. If your name is on the birth certificate, you can get a copy of your kid's social security card. You can get a copy of your child's birth certificate. You guys just allow yourselves to get anal rammed. I'm laughing at something else. You guys allow yourself to do that under the perspective of she won't let me. So I'm not going to get too far off topic, but I only help fathers. I only help fathers. That's I don't know what y'all think. That I'm kind of into that. When I wrote this book here, when I wrote this book, right? When I wrote this book, I dedicated it to my dad. Okay, it's a reason why I dedicated the book to my dad. The reason for my dad made me the dad that I tried to be. My dad gave me all the ingredients to be the dad that I tried to be. And guess what? When Atia Bradley took me to court, she may have been successful. Yeah, I can help you in Maryland, Mark. She may have been. Now I want to be clear about what I'm about to say. Atia Bradley may have been successful in destroying the relationship with my daughter and myself. Because I tell y'all all the time, daughters can be programmed. Sons, you got to try and teach. But as long as there's a daughter, you can program them. And if you don't know the difference, the phone that I'm using, the various phones that I'm using to record, iPhone. There's programs that iPhone put in that phone that's exclusive for iPhone. But there are apps in the phone, which in the programming is from Apple. But the apps is made from various people, and I can teach my phone simply by using those apps, by loading those apps into the phone. Teaching programming. Teaching programming. Sons got to be taught. Girls are programmed. So I want to make this clear. I did lose. I don't have a relationship with my daughter, so much that I'll call her my former daughter. You guys know this. But I'm going to tell you one thing. I didn't lose the mental game. I ain't scared of nothing. I tell you, I got all the ingredients. Mark, I don't know if you see my number. You can text me at the bottom of the video. But that's the way it goes. So I do this thing for fathers because of this. I'm not going to have a deadbeat. I'm not going to have a deadbeat going to court with the power of me, with the power of a father. I'm not going to do that. So I don't know what individuals, I don't know what they heard me say. I don't know what they think they heard. I don't know what part of my literature they got. I don't know what. But so let me reiterate. I help you help yourself. I don't do a thing for you. Yeah, I bleeped it. I got something going on, so I had to bleep it. I don't. I don't. You can. I'm gonna be clear about something. Every person that ever hired me, I know the extent of why they hired me. And it ain't because they like my services. It's not. I know this. I know why everybody hires me. I know why. And I want to be clear. Nobody has me in their pocket. I want to be clear. I help you help yourself. If you think you got me on your team, and now is the time to go ahead and fall back because you can just call me anytime and we can. No, that's not how this works, Chief. It's not how this works. That's not how this works. It's not how this works. It's not how this works. You individuals, the reason why you guys have things to do, and I don't know if you realize this, but part of, I don't know if you got this, but the people that you got to talk to, they're the people in the child support office. When individuals are navigating themselves around here, they running scared. For what? I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. People, I'm gonna tell you something. Uh, if you want to be scared to go to court concerning child support, um, try being that dude that's getting tried for murder. Try being that dude that's getting tried for murder. Try being him. Yeah, try being that dude. But honestly, you guys gotta just, you guys gotta woosah. You guys gotta just relax. You guys gotta understand that you don't need to be running to this court system under the context of they're going to do whatever to me and I'm gonna be nice. You don't. You can simply just do one thing and get out of this jurisdiction. I tell you guys all the time, don't ever in your life live in the same jurisdiction as your child support. You guys don't listen. It's a reason for that. When you don't live in the jurisdiction of your child support, the negotiation game changes. That one simple thing you could do. But you guys want to be under this convenience, this bubble of convenience. I always tell y'all, when it comes to child support, convenience is cancer. That's what it is. It's cancer. Winning all the time ain't just walking away from. Winning is simply slowing the process down. If you can't be on some old I'm paying child support and you ain't seen your kid in years. You really can't be serious. I swear you can't be serious. You can't be serious. You can't possibly be that person that's saying to yourself, well, um, she won't let me see a kid, but the only thing I'm concerned with child support. Please tell me you ain't that dude. Please tell me you ain't that dude. Please tell me you ain't that dude. Let me throw a little bit more in this on. Let me throw a little bit more in the sauce. Please tell me you don't think I'm gonna jump on board with you on that board. Please, you serious? Are you now? Well, we got ourselves a Houston. Okay, we got ourselves a problem. Because the strength of my work stays intact when I help fathers. When I quarterback my work to fathers and they take what I say and they extend it, they extend what I say. They don't take what I say and be so scared like an itch and it gets muffled down. Then I got somebody in the courtroom reading some literature on my company's letterhead and they're like, look at this dope. People, there was a time from 2017 to 2019, I was turning down more people than I was helping. Why? Because y'all was calling me up saying, hold on, I got to change my panties. Y'all was calling me up trying to obtain me for services. Talking about something. Hold on. I just got in. I got to change my tampon. I'm laughing at something else. People, if not for your kids, what would get you mad and so frustrated? Listen, I used to tell Atia Bradley and company, the next time you send me some paperwork to come to court, you better put the fucking key in the envelope. Because I promise you, I'm opening up the fucking building. I tell them I'm not going to disappoint when I get down there. I don't know what y'all be on. I don't know what got y'all so fucking scared of child support. I don't know what got y'all thinking that y'all can go down there and be so nice to them that they'll give you more time with your kid because you nice. You know how many times I put a judge in their place? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something what happened when I go to court. Atia Bradley being there cacking away, and what Atia. First, let me tell y'all this. I tell y'all this all the time. Women don't go down there and fill out paperwork. All they do is call. Y'all go down there, stand in line. They go down. They call up their caseworker. I want this. I want that. Okay, we'll put it in. You'll get a letter in the mail. Men, we got to go down there every time. Women go down there sometime, but do initiation. Outside of that, they don't go down there. They call it in. Stay at work, call in. They ain't got to come down to court while you're down there. So what Atia Bradley didn't know was that we upped the game. We start sending the judge letters and helping them understand before we get there. Partner, this is how this works. You will violate my constitutional rights if you let that woman come in there and cack her ass off without you stopping her saying, I want proof. So watch yourself, partner. I'm telling the truth. Y'all don't mail a judge. Y'all don't do none of that. We do. Let me read to you a partial letter that got sent off from my company yesterday. Please allow me. I'll read partial. Now we're sorry that your Title D funding will no longer get contributions from this case, but this is what happens when both parties are no longer living in the same jurisdiction. Now, what I was being smart for those that don't get it, so let me read it again. I kind of stumbled a little bit. Please allow me. I said, now we're sorry your Title D funding will no longer get contributions from this case any longer, but this is what happens when both parties no longer live in a jurisdiction. Now, what I'm saying, I should have said the same, but I said a jurisdiction. But what I told them was, listen, You're holding child support cases for somebody that don't live there, either party. Now, what we help them understand is in our introduction letter to the jurisdiction, we tell them who we are and we tell them how we know what you need to do. Don't do what you need to do or supposed to do, and we bring charges on you. That's how that works. Y'all be in there allowing them to route your anal cavity. You see the way I did that? Hey, back to you. Miss Tanya up in here, she says, hey, hello to you. My man Mark said, not that dude, he is here tonight. Wow. So I'm a father, married with 6 boys in my house, paying child support for 3 kids from... If I'm reading what you're saying, I ain't gonna say your name, but if I'm reading what you're saying, and you ended it, what advice I got for you? Okay, so this is what I'm thinking you saying. You said I'm paying child support for 6 kids, 3 whom which under the same roof as me. What advice I got for you? Besides calling me, doing a one-on-one with me, getting your shit together, get that dildo out your anal cavity. Damn. Really? We don't do that over here. I'm sorry. We don't do that over here. Sorry. That's not what we do. We don't do that over here. No, we don't do that over here. You got the kids living with you and you paying child support. Let me be nice when I say this. People, I charge $50 for my one-on-ones. The number to get started for that is under the video, the 323-627-1623. Let me tell you a big issue that a lot of you guys are going through. A lot of you guys aren't interested in mounting a defense for your case. You guys want to be cheap. That's what you're doing. Do you know why O.J. Simpson had like 3 lawyers? You do that to mount a defense. People, before I went to school and learned law, I was paying for private investigators. I was paying attorneys. I was getting subpoenas. I was paying for subpoenas. I was always paying money. Y'all don't do that. If you ask the average person that's paying child support, what was the average price you used to mount up your defense? 0. That's how your anal cavity is looking to the dildo. A nice 0. So that's what your anal cavity is looking like. A nice 0 for that dildo. You guys aren't doing anything to mount your defense. You're not paying for any advice. You're not doing anything. And please don't tell me you go to an attorney. So let me tell you how the difference. I'm an advocate for child support. Me and attorneys are different. Okay? An attorney is an officer of the court. Got you. I got you. Said sorry if you misunderstood. I got you. My man Rob said, help him out, Chris, ASAP. You get at me, we get it started. You're right, though, Rob. So let me break this down to you like this. An attorney's job is to turn you over to the court, hence the term attorney, to turn over. An attorney is an officer of the court. I'm not. I took all the little gimmicks and tricks that I learned when I went to law school, and that's how I help people. This is why when I help people, they be like, well, how the hell do you know this? This is why when individuals have their license suspended behind non-payment of child support, get their license back. And say, well, how do you know that? Because let me tell you something. No attorney is going to tell you that you can put your arrearages in a bankruptcy and get your license back. No attorney is going to tell you you can put your arrearages in a child support and get a warrant lifted for your arrest. They're not going to tell you that. You know why? Because it's an ace in the hole. I had one individual tell me that his attorney, before he hired him, his attorney, he said he knew what I was saying was right because his attorney tried to get him to sign an affidavit saying he would not file bankruptcy and put his arrearages in it. People, if you disagree or somebody want to tell you you can't put your arrearages in your bankruptcy, listen to the old ugly guy. That would be me. And go look under bankruptcy and look under Schedule D. And what Schedule D will say, domestic relations obligations. Now, I don't know where you do your child support at, but child support falls under every jurisdiction under domestic relations. Obligations would be alimony and child support. Just go look at it. Actually, I posted it on my Connect Pal channel. I'll put the link to my Connect Pal under the video. I want to say what's up to my Connect Pal Connects. But you individuals got to stop being scared of child support. You guys got to stop. And please don't think you're going to hire me and be like, oh, I got Chris in the bag. Now I'm good. No, you ain't good. No, you ain't good. You ain't good. You ain't good. Let me say this and be honest with you so I can offend some people. Individuals that got all their stuff together, I handle them different from individuals that don't. Because what you're not going to do is not have your stuff together and think every time you dial 323-627-1623, I'm going to pick up the phone. I'm going to slow roll you and help like you do yourself. Please don't think I'm going to treat you better than you treat yourself. Please don't. You're not thinking that. Sorry for the honesty. Very well said. Willie said, what about getting them to prove that I owe the debt? Well, did you sign a child support order? Did you miss a court date? People, let me say this and I'm going to get out of here. A lot of individuals traveled through the YouTube universe many years ago, and they listened to individuals saying when it came to child support, all you had to do is not send the paperwork back and say, floofer, fluffer, fleefer, fluffer. But what you didn't know was the second that you sent the court acknowledgement that you got the letter, you adhere to the jurisdiction. Once you adhere to the jurisdiction, you just brought yourself a good old-fashioned, what's that word called? Oh, yeah, it's called the default. So let me tell you what this individual did that hired us on Monday. This individual hired us and we sent the paperwork. As long as we sent the paperwork, that person didn't adhere to the jurisdiction because it was done by way of third party. That's how that works. That's how that works. You guys got to play the back. You guys got to be that person in the background that don't know nothing. Not nothing, nothing. I don't know nothing. I don't know what they sent y'all. I gave them authorization to sign my name. They probably sent y'all a goat and said I did it. They did it. It ain't my fault. Blame us. Ain't nothing gonna happen. You guys got to be smart. Try it sometime. Let scared go. Just let it go. Let's just get it on out of there. Anxiety. Oh, just say to anxiety, I got 2 of them. Which one you want? And just live your life. Good night, y'all.